Um, where we left off was in uh, the party had crossed the river into the prairie, and there was a small fox that was moving around. Um,
It tried stealing Frank.
yeah, successfully stole, did unsuccessfully ran away with Frank. Um, but
Actually, let me kill that fox.
No.
but now the fox has run away. I wanted to mention that it is a little bit later in the day now, as you have journeyed a decent distance throughout the previous session. And now you are moving further towards the mountain, and you are entering a slightly hilly area with um, some mild tree coverage. I think, Megan, you might have to just like randomly make a noise every 10 seconds or so because I'm still
Oh,
getting
okay.
that feedback thing.
Okay.
Same.
That's fine.
Yeah.
I don't know why. That's really weird.
Yeah, I think it has something to do with all the mic and camera problems you were having, but I'm not sure.
Maybe. My camera never came.
Oh, yeah, everything's getting delayed for me.
Oh.
No, I mean,
Well,
they literally said, oh, your package might have been lost. I was like, cool, I paid $85 for it.
I was lucky enough to get my camera so I could still do my OnlyFans.
Well,
Oh,
now I
wonderful.
noticed that they're, because I ordered it when all the cameras were pretty much gone, and now they're starting to come back into stock. So I just asked the person for a refund, and I'm just going to buy one through Prime now.
Mhm.
Anyway,
Um,
story.
so hold on. I'm just trying
I
to
know
get
I
the
still have all my
location.
gold because I tried to pay for James and he refused. So.
That did happen, yes. If you guys have any questions, oh, I wanted to mention, I don't think it changed any levels, but I did update the experience between sessions, so both of you gained a little bit of experience in things that you did. Um,
Oh.
but like I said, I don't think um, any levels were gained. You were just close to it.
Oh,
Uh,
okay. I got my pen out. I was ready to take notes.
All right, we can get this started. So, like I was saying, the party has just finished up in the prairie and is now entering a more hilled area to the south of the mountains. There's some light tree coverage, um, but other than that, there doesn't seem to be too much in the region.
I can talk.
My attack high. That was Elvin for shut up.
I want to find that fox. Now,
No, he's
no.
gone. We
Well,
have,
I want to continue on to the blue shinies for Mama McSwaggins.
yeah. Yeah, I feel like we're faring well at the moment. I feel like we should continue on our journey.
Okay. So you're moving further towards the mountains, going up and down hills as you go. It is starting to get a little bit later into the day, and you can see the sun setting in the background. Background. I don't know what behind the mountains. I guess that's north. That doesn't make sense. To the right of the mountains. Just ignore
Okay.
everything I've said. The sun's going down. Um, and so you can see that there might be a little bit of a breeze starting up, but you can see a small cottage in the hills with a light on in the distance, and the mountains directly past, starting off at the end of the hills.
Okay. I mean, I'm probably not gonna like do anything because people are probably living there and I don't want to intrude, but I'm sure McSwaggins has a different perspective.
I want to go the shortest path to the blue shinies.
Okay.
um,
So we're just ignoring the cottage. Is that what's
just
happening?
Unless the cottage is in the way of the blue shinies.
I mean, it's like on the way.
Is
It's
it
not
directly
in
the
the way.
straightest line? Is it the shortest?
You know, the hills have a lot of curvature, so the definition of straightest path is kind of skewed if you're talking about.
He's gonna burst
Alright.
through the mountain
Because
if he can.
lizards have such a great sense of direction. This is a well-known fact
Mhm.
throughout many universes. I'd like to roll something to decide whether or not going through the cottage is the fastest way.
Oh my god. Why do I feel like this is mostly just gonna be me keeping him from doing bad things?
You have to like go pretty close to it to the point where you'd clip a shoulder on the cottage, but technically
Alright,
not go through the cottage.
I will clip
Oh,
a
bless.
shoulder.
Alright, I'm gonna just follow.
Uh,
As we approach the cottage, do we smell anything yummy being cooked?
We just
um,
bought food.
Yeah, but this is other people's food.
Oh my god, exactly. It's their food.
it seems like there's some herbal scents in the air, and perhaps a type of stew is brewing um, in the distance. As you approach the cottage, you can see that it's quite small. It's almost about the same height as McSwaggon's, um, and the light seems to be coming from some sort of cooking fire within the cottage.
As we're walking through by the edge, I would like to shout, "Hello, we're just walking by," as I bump into the corner.
As he takes a chunk out of the corner with his shoulder. Hey, no threat here.
Ooh.
I'm standing idly by to I'm just holding my turn to stop whatever might go down, if that's okay.
McSwaggons, you approach the cottage and kind of smack your shoulder on the side. It seems enough force to rumble the whole structure, but as you do so, a small Goobian fellow exits the cottage and sort of just wanders up to you with a sassy stance and says, "Now you're just gonna walk past here and not have any of my stew."
I was going to match his sassy stance and say, "I do not know if you are being serious or not. I would take some stew if you want to give me some."
He replies, "Well, we don't. I don't get much of the company out here in the hills. I was just wondering if you guys wanted to stop in and get something. I'm not really sure if you'll fit in the cottage, but you're welcome to try."
Can we request to eat the soup outside and enjoy the sunset?
uh,
So that we're not imposing, but we're also taking him up on his offer.
he seems a little bit disappointed with your offer, but he understands the difficulty it would cause to have two regular sized people in a small cottage. So he goes back into the cottage and returns with two what seem to be steaming bowls of stew.
He's not eating with us?
Well, he's got two hands. I mean,
No, okay. I just want to make sure. Yeah, I definitely want to extend the offer to him. He offered soup. I would like to enjoy company. Obviously,
okay.
still be
Well,
cautious, but
well, he scurries off into the cottage and returns back with a bowl for himself and also a small gourd that seems to be full of some liquid.
a bird that's full of liquid.
Gourd.
Turd.
Gourd?
Gourd.
Like a
Like a pumpkin. Like a gourd.
yeah, like a it's been like turned into a bottle.
Oh yeah, no, I just
Yeah.
just wanted to make sure I got the picture.
I don't
right.
think a pumpkin specifically would be like the best shape.
No. I was just saying, but like that kind of family, like a squash or like.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. It's not a turd or a bird.
It is not a turd or a bird.
Because I was concerned. Okay. Cool. He's got a gourd of water. I'm just gonna
A gourd of liquid.
of liquid. Okay, right. That's what I meant. Because I'm just gonna let him do what he wants with that. I'm not gonna take any because that seems like it might have some bad consequences. Oh, what if he put it in the soup though?
I don't know.
I would like to not eat until I see what happens to McSwaggins.
While while this train of thought and Valora's head was going through, McSwaggins ate and drank heartily.
I'm gonna wait. I'm just gonna see what happens.
It seems like it's just stew. There doesn't seem to be anything wrong with it. The liquid in the gourd container is an alcoholic beverage, but nothing strong or significant. It just kind of lightens the spirits a little.
What is my No, go ahead, Valor.
Oh no, just say I'll eat the soup, but I'm not gonna drink. Someone has to keep a level head. And
I will drink her portion of the liqueur.
Ah, okay.
McSwaggins, what's the drink taste like?
Warm, fuzzy feelings.
Warm. Okay, but not like mouthfeel. Like how does it taste?
How does it feel on your skin?
Is it what?
I taste it with my tongue.
I mean, is it fruity? Is it like more like earthy flavors?
Apple cinnamony.
Apple cinnamon. Okay, is it like moonshine?
That does seem fitting given the setting of the trees in the hills.
No, I don't think it's moonshine because I'm pretty sure it's the day right now.
Okay, well, McSwaggins, that's the name of the type of drink.
They named a drink after a time of day?
Yeah. They name drinks after lots of things.
Ingesting the stew and drinking the spirits, you feel somewhat refreshed, though maybe mildly lethargic, especially since it's getting later in the day.
Is it like nap time, like 2-3 o'clock?
It's like sundown.
Oh wait, that's right. You said sunset. I'm an idiot. I'm sorry. Yeah. I mean, I don't want to. I'm ready to continue on, and thank the gentleman for the meal. Maybe find shelter further on in our journey, but.
I would like to throw him some money for the food and beverage.
Yeah, I was going to totally offer him for that. Do you want me to pay since you've spent a decent amount?
I don't need you to pay for my food and drink.
Okay, but here's the thing. You're going to run out of gold. I'm paying for us. You're going to run out of gold, and then there's going to be something that you want, and you're not going to be able to pay for it, and you're going to be asking me to pay for it, and I'm going to refuse because it's not something that I want to spend my money on, and then you're going to get upset.
Sometimes you can pay with more than just
Oh my god,
money.
no. I won't.
Sometimes you can do
but
services.
Nope. I don't owe nobody nothing.
Well, that's your prerogative.
Well, I will give him 2 gold for my part of the meal.
How much gold do I have currently?
You have 10 gold. You spent 5 on the meat and 5
I would
on
like
the...
to give our Goobian friend 3 gold pieces.
I mean, that's fine. You drank some liquor
Yeah,
as well,
I
and
drank
I did
liquor
not.
as well.
You, as you say, throw him some gold, and he kind of sparkly eye watches the gold in the air and stares at it as it hits the ground.
Yes, I did not hand it. I threw him some gold. I threw some coin to my witcher.
I politely hand him my gold.
He holds the gold in his hand and he says, "Well, I'm not sure what I'm going to do with this, but it's shiny, so I'll keep it."
I would like, as I was throwing it, I would like to be making the "make it rain" hand gesture, while humming to myself, "I make it rain on these hoes."
Can I roll to leave? Just start walking.
I mean, you could just do that if you want.
Okay, I just felt like I haven't used any rolls really, so.
Oh, a 14.
I wanted to see the success of how well that went over of me just trying to leave.
The Goobian fellow seems tickled by the entire experience. He sees you beginning to walk off, and he says, "There's definitely space in the cottage if you want to lay on the floor. I'm not sure that it'll be a lot of space, but you can spend the night if you need to."
No thanks, we're not married.
I thank him and offer to possibly stop by again on our way back, but we need to make further progress on our mission and we need to go further in. I want to see how well that goes over with him.
Uh, he seems to be pleased with the kind words and waves goodbye and with a slight twinkle in his eyes says, "I hope you have fun in the mountains."
Oh God, what did he do to us?